of all people, Jesus is going to welcome back. The past always comes back to haunt us, doesn't it? It always comes back, and it always stops us. And it brings us to our last point for us today, and it's this. Don't let your past hold you back. Listen to this. Don't let your past hold you back. It seems like we always let our past hold us back, right? It keeps us and it derails us from the life that we want to live. Because we're sincere. We want to follow Jesus. We want to do this. But what happens? Life, it gets in the way. It derails us. It pushes us off track. But here's the thing we need to know, and we need to realize, and it's this. Holding on to your past will keep you from making the impossible possible. Listen to this. Holding on to your past will keep you from making the impossible possible. See, that's what the past does. It holds you back. And once you hold on to the past, once you hold on to your past, because why? It's our it's our comfort zone. Our past is our comfort zone. So we hold on to it dearly. We don't want to let it go. So when the impossible comes into our lives, the impossible stays impossible. It can never become possible because you're holding on to something that you shouldn't be holding on to anymore. We have to let the past go. When we give it over to Jesus Christ, when we say, Jesus, here it is. I can't do this anymore. I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to put it at the foot of the cross. And that impossible in you becomes possible because God makes the impossible possible. Because there's nothing impossible for God.
Gotta be uncomfortable to glorify God.
Word up. Thank you. Absolutely. You see, if you hold on to your past, you cannot be transformed by Jesus because your past has a hold of you. The past is not letting you go. So you're letting the past have total control. Listen, Ephesians 4:22 says this. To put off your old self, which belongs to your former manner of life. It's your former manner. If you give your life over to Jesus and you wholeheartedly say, Jesus, here it is, that's your former life. You are not who your past says you are. You are who Jesus says you are. And it's corrupt through deceitful desires. But when you're truly transformed by Jesus Christ, when you start letting Him dictate who you are and let go of the past. Listen, the past hurts. The past, it weighs on us. If we're real. But here's the thing. It's in the back. It's behind us. There's nothing we can do about it. But Jesus, when He takes control, He's like, it's no longer there. Let's move forward. Let's be in this moment together. Then you become transformed when you have Jesus Christ in the center of your life because the past doesn't hold you back anymore. You're able to move forward. The impossible becomes possible because Jesus has you. Ephesians 4:25 goes on and says this. Oh, did I go back? Oh, I didn't put it on there. I'm sorry. It says to put on your new self, created after the likeness of God in true righteousness and holiness. There's a new self when you have Jesus at the corner and at the center of your life. Listen, there's two things that Christ followers should be doing when we spread the gospel of Jesus Christ. And by the way, again, I want to say this, the gospel, it literally means the good news. And who doesn't like hearing good news? Anyone? Anyone doesn't like hearing good news? No? Okay, good. Woo! We all love it, right? So here it is, Christ followers. This is what you need to do. The first one. Christ followers find people. Save people. Find people. 1 Corinthians 9:22 says this. To the weak I become weak to win the weak. I have become all things to all people so that by all possible means I might save some. Galatians 6:2 says this. Bear one another's burdens and so fulfill the law of Christ. The second thing Christ followers should be doing is this. Serve people. Save people Serve people. Ephesians 4:32 says this, be kind to one another, tenderhearted, forgiving one another as God in Christ forgave you. Matthew 20:28. I love saying this one, and it's not a guilt trip. We just have to know this and believe this. It's just as the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve. The King of Kings didn't come to be served, but to be a servant for all people and to give his life as a ransom for many. Christian followers find people, serve people.